This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome back to another edition of the NHL 21 Edmonton Oilers franchise mode here in NHL 23 as we get set for, well, you see the title. You know exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing it all over again for a fourth episode in a row. Episode 4, the title says it all. You clicked for a reason. You're here to see it. No, you thought the Oilers traded for Jakub Chychrun because you got the notification and now you're upset. No, you're not really upset. You like this gag. You like what I'm doing here. You're enjoying this whole shtick that I've put together about making the Oilers season happen as per our expectations in these NHL 23 franchise modes. So, you see today, victim number 1 of the Oilers' big-time trade market was Warren Foegele. Victim number 2 is Jakub Chychrun here. Medium elite potential, 86 overall, 24 years old, 4.925 salary, 3 years left, team-friendly deal, what have ya. It's a good situation to be in for the Oilers to try and acquire this guy. Now, the Oilers just lost 5-3 or 5-2, to the New Jersey Devils tonight. In case you don't know, the entire Oilers defense is being put to the fire because of just incompetence, for lack of a better word. So now, what does Dolynny TV do as Dolynny TV does best? Swoop in, capitalize on that anger, late night video, away we go, and we'll trade for Jakub Chychrun. But first you need to understand what this defense is looking like, and folks, if you're new to the channel, take that time to consider hitting that subscribe button. This is something we've done 4 times this year. We talk about the real life Oilers. We live stream the real life Oilers day in, day out. This is just something fun that I get to mess around, post up 1,000 views at a time, and really enjoy doing what I used to do here on YouTube. So this is what the lineup is looking like right now. Obviously, yes, Dylan Holloway is injured. I believe at the same rate too, James Hamblin may still be up here if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, he is still scratched. Dylan Holloway is scratched as well. We'll have to get him in place of Mr. Devon Shore at this point. The Oilers rocking that little bit more of a roster, obviously, but Dylan Holloway coming in, he's banged up a little bit, but we'll get him back in here in no time flat. Get him over there on that left wing with Ryan McLeod. Derek Ryan's been doing better than Ryan McLeod so far to start this year. Oh, hot sauce down the wrong pipe there. Sorry, boys. Zach Hyman's been having a little bit better of a season. Obviously, Kyler Yamamoto, 25 points. Yes, Puljujärvi up at 20. Things are going well here for the Oilers offensively. Defensively, we need a change. Brett Kulak, 2 goals, 5 assists. Evan Bouchard, 4 goals, 6 assists. Cody Ceci, 4 goals, 4 assists. Ryan Murray, 6 points. And Tyson Barrie up there with 19. And, of course, Darnell Nurse with 11. So you got to look at this and say, man, oh man, is it time to make a trade? And those bottom 6 guys really not doing too bad, but you know what? Here's the thing. We're going to be trading one of those defensemen to upgrade Jakub Chychrun, and this is kind of one of those things that's been rumored, is in any Jakub Chychrun trade, you're going to have to depart with a $4.5 million defenseman. I've built it up long enough, 350 into the video. You get where I'm going, my friends. You know exactly what we're going to have to do. And the Arizona Coyotes, here's the thing. Here's what you got to look at for the Arizona Coyotes. Chychrun not as highly valued as he may be in the actual NHL trade block. But you look at the L1 button here. Nugent Hopkins in a second. Absolutely no way the Oilers doing that. Kane in 2 seconds. No way are the Oilers doing that. Tyson Barrie and 2 seconds. I think absolutely are the Oilers doing that. A first and Zach Hyman. Get out of here. And Darnell Nurse for Jakub Chychrun. Don't think so. Oilers fans would love that. Don't think that's going to happen either. So we look over to this trade. Tyson Barrie for Jakub Chychrun. We'll go to the edit trade here just quickly to give you an idea. Oh man, I'm Ken Holland 2.0. I love trading those second round picks. And Jakub Chychrun, medium elite. 9 goals, 9 assists, so you're replacing that offensive production that Tyson Barrie brings. You're bringing in a guy that's got 89 offensive and defensive awareness, pretty good shot. and we're going to see the trade values are a little skewed here. We're going to try and get something back, go to the little Arizona Coyotes here. They've got lots of picks to be had. We're going to try and pick up a 6th round pick here, see if we can't sweeten the pot a little bit. They're looking to give it away. Here we go, proposed trade. Trade accepted between the Oilers and Arizona Coyotes, and Jakub Chychrun now an official player for the Oilers. Too few players stressed. That's not a problem. Go to edit lines, edit NHL lines. We're going to mess around with this a little bit here. You got to remember, this is also a franchise mode where James Hamlin scored in his first career game, and we lost our minds about that. But now all of a sudden, you get to go to left defense. Jakub Chychrun here, who plays only left defense, will get him in. Substitute in all lines for Tyson Barrie. But now you got to get Cody Ceci up there on the top line. In fact, we'll actually go with Evan Bouchard on the top line. Jakub Chychrun over there with Ryan Murray, and Ryan Murray down with Brett Kulak, and still Ceci and Chychrun really hurt the situation, but we'll edit the strategies. And you see, we can't exactly edit them right now, as it doesn't seem to work out too much, but I'm sure we could fix that in the long run. So we'll go to edit strategies, C and C. Head coach preferred lines, never mind. Let's go to head coach preferred lines, and there it all balances out. Darnell Nurse demoted. I was trying to put Jakub Chychrun down there. Never mind, this is what balances out. And we're going to try and see if we can't edit the strategies a little bit here in another window and see if we can't figure this out for the Oilers and Arizona Coyotes. New addition, of course, Jakub Chychrun. So we'll go over here. Where is it? It should be in here. Nope. Here it is. No. Here. Where is it? Upgrade your team view draft board. So it is really just up to the head coach now. And I mean, the Oilers, this is what you didn't see. We're 17, 15, and 6. This season playing out pretty much exactly how the regular NHL season is playing. The Oilers holding down the last playoff spot in the West, just clinging to life and getting it going. So for the time being, we are going to go out there and check the coaching market, see if there is any coach to be had, because that would be what I'd be interested in. See, our coach right now is an A-, but you got to think that there's got to be somebody out there that could take over for Maximus McCabe, and there's only a B- coach out there on the block right now. So we're not going to worry too much about it as current, and we're just going to work with the staff morale being 57% on the season, as you could demote the goalie coach from the NHL, bring him down, and move around the B. Actually, you know what? That's exactly what we'll do. We'll promote him down to AHL goalie coach, and now the staff chemistry comes up to 63%. What we're going to do is demote him to NHL goalie coach, promote Versteeg to NHL head coach, and all of a sudden, my friends, look at this. With Parker Versteeg named head coach, the associate and the NHL coach switch around a little bit. We'll promote him back up to AHL associate coach. And boom, we just went from 57 staff chemistry to 67 overall. That don't mind me at all. That's a big old get, and we'll get Panic back up to goalie coach. No, it drops us down to 64, so he'll go to AHL coach, and we'll see if we can't bring up the assistant. An NHL goalie coach brings it down, so we'll just play around with this till we have an even better staff chemistry at the NHL level. We cannot find it, whatever reason. So NHL associate coach, there we go. And there it is, what you're going to look at for your staff head coach right now is a 67% morale, and that should automatically change things around a little bit for the Oilers. Hopefully a little bit better situation, as now you go from having the lines you did, Kyler Yamamoto at a +5, Tyler Benson in there. We'll get, of course, Mr. Dylan Holloway back in the lineup for, unfortunately, for not Hamlin. We don't need Hamlin. We can probably send him back down at this point, but we'll go with it. Dylan Holloway back in there. Matthias Janmark back up at the NHL level after we made the trade. Free up Warren Foegele. Janmark only with 3 points in 15 games. And get Holloway up there. In fact, we'll send Benson up there instead. That's better off what we do. And we'll see what we can't get going. The defense now zeros across the board. If I move Bouchard there, well, CC comes down with Darnell Nurse on this second pairing and creates a +1. So don't mind me, we can rock and roll that, and we'll see what Evan Bouchard can generate here for the Oilers. We'll go up to the trade deadline, because, Tyson and his clickbait's got another special here for you at the NHL trade deadline. If you watch Dolynny TV consistently, you know where I'm going with it. But we'll go through the next 5 games here, get up to this San Jose game, and see what we can do against the Seattle Kraken as Dylan Holloway is back, ready to play. We figured that much. A 6-3 victory. That's a good start. Remember here, friends, that Jakub Chychrun had 18 points to start this sim. So we're going to go through the first couple of games here. New York Islanders, a 2-0 win. You like to see it right there. Obviously, Jack Campbell coming in clutch for us. We'll give Stuart Skinner a start after this 5-2 loss there. That's not too good, but we're into 4th place in the Pacific Division. 4-1 win. We're right there with the Flames. The Anaheim Ducks are going to take us a 6-4 loss. But you got to take that we're scoring goals in bunches and not giving up too many. 11, 14, and 15 in 5 games. But we scored 8, 10, 14, 18. So we definitely outscored our opponents in the 3-2 wins. And that's what you want to see. This Oilers team picking up the scoring pace and trying to win some more hockey games. I did turn up scoring, but that shouldn't affect things when you've got Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl flanking your squad as we're trying to get going. So Draisaitl, McDavid leading the way, 58-52. Kane with 42 and 43. Nuge with 36 and 43. Yamamoto with 31 in 43. Hyman with 24. And Jakub Chychrun, the new addition, comes in and puts up 4 assists in 5 games. That's a pretty impactful get. And of course, Dylan Holloway now up to 20 points. Derek Ryan up to 15. Darnell Nurse up to 14. Philip Broberg with his 13 points in 36 games. We might have to get him back in. James Hamlin, the most effective though. And then you've got Devon Shore and them playing a few games. Ryan Murray with 7 points. So I think what we're going to do is take Brett Kulak, who only has 7 points in 13 games, for Philip Broberg, get Broberg back in there developing, and see what we can't do with this Oilers squad right here, right now. After a couple of games, we'll give Stuart Skinner a start just to see how it goes. We'll sim a game. We'll get over to that trade deadline in a matter of moments. So, of course, we'll go to the offense. We'll go get the defense situated here. Ryan Murray stays in. Brett Kulak comes out. Left defense, Philip Broberg comes on in. He's going to see what he can't do. He obviously has 36 games played, 5 goals, 8 assists so far this season for us, and we're going to go get to the goalie's line here. If we can't flip-flop Stuart Skinner, who's now an 80 overall. He's had 32 saves. The numbers are absolutely Jack Campbell-esque. 761, 873. That is brutal. Jack Campbell a little bit better, 897 and 319 goals against. So we're going to see if Stuart Skinner can't come on in and get a better result here in this game as he continues to grow in the organization. Obviously now Philip Broberg in the sheet. It's a situation where we face the San Jose Sharks here in this one, and they are in 2nd place in the division. This is a big test for Stuart Skinner, who's going to be tested early and often against this San Jose squad. Let's see what happens here. We'll fast forward time 1 minute at a time. The Sharks, the Oilers, just getting shots on net early. Stuart Skinner making some saves, making that save percentage go up left, right, and center. Look at that. The Oilers getting absolutely hammered in the shot department. 13-4. Things not looking good. 3:49 to go here in this first period. And the Oilers are going to escape the period tied with Stuart Skinner, who struggled through this first part of the season in his first few starts. 15 shots against, no goals against. The shots have turned around, and Jakub Chychrun, baby! And then Timo Meier answers back immediately, so that cuts the excitement short. The Oilers' power play comes up short, doesn't come up with the goal. 1-1, and Philip Broberg, oh my goodness, the defense is scoring here tonight. You'll like to see a power play opportunity now for the Oilers. Comes up short again. We're drawn towards the even mark. Leon Draisaitl and Kakinen, and here all of a sudden we're set up. We've already had one epic collapse with somebody in net when we're simming in a game, so we'll see if it happens again. But we're averting disaster here. 15 minutes to go. It's Connor McDavid this time. 5-on-4 power play. We're going over as Lorentz scores the goal, and then Kunin scores the goal, and it's a 4-3 game all of a sudden. Stuart Skinner on 38 shots, giving up 3 goals. Now 40 shots, empty netter coming up here, hopefully for the Oilers. It's 4-4 for Nudavara, and then it's 5-4 for Timo Meier. Oh my goodness, baby, that's exactly how it goes. Oh boy, that's exactly what you want to see. That's just perfect. That's just exactly. That's how it works. 5-4, the Oilers choke a 4-1 lead and lose the game in the third period without even being able to push it to overtime. Goal and 2 assists, or goal and an assist for Leon and Connor. Really doesn't come down to matter. Nuge and McLeod with an assist each. Obviously Broberg and Chychrun with the goals. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You know, that was a very good team in San Jose, and we just choked it away right there and there. So now we'll get Skinner out of net. The experiment fails for another night. Obviously, Skinner improves his numbers based on that result, but we'll go get Skinner out of net, and we'll let the big boy Jack Campbell do his thing in net for us. That would probably be a very good idea, I guess you could say. So we're also going to change up the lines a little bit here, and we're going to see what the lines can become. So Stuart Skinner improves his numbers to 823 save percentage and 705 goals against average. That's much more like it, Skinner. That's, hey, you're getting the hang of this now. But we're also going to hang around with Leon Draisaitl coming down to the top line. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins coming back up there with 10 goals and a few assists. And if I can get Kane up there, actually that gives us Kane on the top line with Yamamoto and McDavid. And then Nuge, Draisaitl, and Puljujarvi, that second line coming up clutch. And we're going to see if we can't move Zach Hyman up there for a +5. It doesn't give us a +5. We will go here, this around. Dylan Holloway up to there, and that should give us the combination we are looking for offensively. Zach Hyman's 25 points in 34 games, but Jakub Chychrun, the big scorer, coming up with that big time goal. The power play looking as such for the Oilers. Jakub Chychrun out there, it's a +5 on the power play. That's a big get. Power play line 2 though immediately falters apart with Evan Bouchard up there. Derek Ryan on the power play for some reason, so let us switch that around and get Dylan Holloway out there on that second power play unit, please. And that should give us exactly what we're looking for here. All right, game on. Let's get the simulation underway. Jack Campbell to start the next few games, and then we're going to crush off the last 8 minutes of this video getting towards the trade deadline, and then we'll go into the trade deadline special. Pretty much I just want to finish off January here, get us through, get us done, and then review the stats one more time. But 5 games upcoming. 3 of them against Pacific Division opponents. Of course, after losing 2 against Pacific Division opponents, Brad Malone injured. Will replace him immediately. And Vegas, it's a 5-1 win. Good to go. Ryan Murray, fully healthy. We'll just continue because he is a regular member of the lineup already. And then Seattle Kraken, Derek Ryan, fully healthy. Don't need the best lines at there either. 6-0 win against the Kraken. There we go. Back-to-back games. We win 6-goal games against the Kraken. Lose 3-2 to the Tampa Bay Lightning, 22-19 on the season, and that's what you hate to see because Jakub Chychrun has now been injured, and we have to do this right here in terms of getting Darnell Nurse back up to the top line. And the Oilers offense was clicking, the Oilers defense was clicking, keeping the games tight, and now you got to get Cody Ceci and Brett Kulak back together here to see what they can't do, substituting all lines. Got to remember we got to take Kulak out after we get Chychrun back in. 6-2, Brad Malone back ready to play. There you go. That's 3 wins out of the past 4. That's not bad. Considering it's 3 wins out of the past 6. Replace player there for Bourgault. 3-1 loss, and that's tough. We went 3-2 again. That just does not cut it. And there you go. We'll go up against the Chicago Blackhawks here. And the Oilers look to be out of the playoff picture now with 52 points. As the Wild and Coyotes right in there. 68 points for Connor McDavid in 49 games. Just not enough to get the job done early on in this season, just as per usual. Leon Draisaitl 64 points, Kane up to 45 and 49, Nuge up to 40, Yamamoto up to 39, Hyman up to 31, Chychrun had 24 in 45, and then Puljujarvi 24 in 49, Dylan Holloway up to 23 and 44. Derek Ryan, Darnell Nurse starting to produce. Of course, Philip Broberg producing at a pretty good clip too. Not as best as he was, but Tyler Benson now suddenly producing 13 points. Evan Bouchard 13. Ryan McLeod at 11. Ryan Murray at 9. Cody Ceci, Kulak's in there at 8 suddenly, right? Guys, Janmark's putting in some points. But I think we got to go back to Devin Shore in place of Matthias Janmark. But folks, that's where we're going to end off the episode. We've acquired Jakub Chychrun. We're on our way to the playoff run. We're essentially 2 points out of a playoff spot right now as we head into the All-Star break. One game to go, though, beforehand, and it's against the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thanks for tuning in. I am up on out of here.